Breaking news overnight on our fast track to the top of the hour. A man is in jail accused of attacking a police officer at the Bismarck Airport with a knife. Police say 34-year-old Christopher Fonseca was booked into the Burleigh County Jail late last night.
He is facing a charge of aggravated assault. The police officer was caught but is expected to be okay. New this morning, one person is in jail after a late-night chase in Grand Forks. Police say an officer saw someone drive through a closed construction zone on the city's north side shortly before midnight. He tried pulling that driver over, but the woman kept going through the downtown area.
Police finally stopped the car using a pit maneuver. She's in Grand Forks jail for DUI, driving under suspension, fleeing, drug possession, and open container. Two people are in jail, were arrested. Police were looking for a third man after a vehicle chase in Clay County. Authorities say the driver took off when a deputy tried pulling him over south of Moorhead early Sunday morning.
The driver ended up getting stuck near I-94 and then took off running. He is still on the loose this morning. One of the passengers then got behind the wheel and tried to get that car moving again. Police say that's when Martin Torres Jr. refused to comply with deputies' orders and was then tased, but he was still able to take off running. A police canine then caught him, but he fought with the officer and even grabbed the dog's neck. After they finally got him in handcuffs, they found he had a gun.
Torres is in jail on numerous charges, including being a felon in possession of a gun, altering the serial number of a gun, and harming a public safety dog. Another passenger, Sydney Monet, was arrested on an outstanding warrant.
6:49 now on this Tuesday morning. Let's get a check of your fast track forecast. And I'm liking what we got there on the 7-day you'll show us later, Lisa.
Yeah, we are starting with a big warm up today, and we'll just keep going into the rest of the week. Here's a look at our outlook for your Tuesday. Expect some areas of icy patches this morning. We warmed up yesterday. We saw some of that refreeze happen as our temperatures dropped. And so it might be a little slick in some spots, especially those secondary roads, the sidewalks, your parking lots out there this morning. But we'll have some sunshine to start, and we're going to get some warming going. Mild and breezy day ahead. And in fact, so mild, it'll be the warmest day we have seen in months. We haven't been to 40 degrees yet this season since December in Fargo. So warming things up here for today. This is our view in Grand Forks. We've got that clear sky allowing us to start to see that sunrise. That's now an hour later. We're looking at Fargo at 24 degrees right now. Grand Forks is at 24. So a couple of areas here where we are below freezing and may have some icy spots. Thief River Falls is at 27. We are clear in Bemidji at 28. Fergus Falls is at 25. And Devil's Lake 30 degrees right now with some clear skies. So a mild start to our morning. There is some wind, so wind chills are going to feel a little cooler to start off today. We've got a gust in Badette to 22 out of the southwest. In Grand Forks, a wind of 12 miles per hour, so it's not that strong, but it's enough to make it feel colder. And in the Southern Valley, Fargo at 14. We'll see these winds pick up a little bit, some gusts into the 20s as the day goes on. And radar and satellite map looking quiet, clear. We're going to have that pretty sunrise setting up for us today, but we'll need to watch out for later on this afternoon and tonight. First, some clouds will start to move in. You could see some green on the map there along the Montana and Canadian border there. This is going to be moving eastward, so we have the potential for some sprinkles, some light rain along the Canadian border, maybe late afternoon and early evening, but it's into tonight and into tomorrow that will have that potential for some mixed light precipitation. Heading into the day today, though, looking great out at the bus stop. The kids may want that extra layer this morning. They won't need it this afternoon, perhaps at least not the heavy winter coat. Temperatures will be closer to that 40-degree mark, and again, some increasing clouds today. And here's that 7-day, just looking fantastic, especially for the weekend. Saturday, Sunday, mid to upper 40s. We've got some nice weather ahead.
We sure do. All right, Lisa, thank you this morning. We have breaking news this morning. One person is dead. Several people who were trapped in a burning building had to be rescued after a series of Russian artillery strikes hit a neighborhood. The strikes ignited a huge fire in a 15-story building.
This morning, attacks come just before another round of peace talks between Russia and Ukraine is scheduled. Now, the two sides have expressed some optimism the past few days. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky addressed Congress tomorrow as Russia steps up its invasion. He'll appear virtually before members of the House and Senate. He is expected to give a similar address to the one he gave the British House of Commons last week.
The announcement of the address came the same day U.S. officials met with Chinese leaders on Russia's invasion of Ukraine. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan warned that helping Russia would cost them greatly. Nearly 3 million Ukrainians have now fled their country since that invasion started, and one Ukrainian family that migrated to the U.S. got a taste of American kindness while they were in Fargo.
On their first day, a close friend took a family to a local restaurant for their first meal together in the U.S. There, the family learned the meaning of hospitality after their waitress and her coworkers footed the bill. They also gave the family a $50 gift card for a future visit.
Большое спасибо.
Да,
Мы не
это было
ожидали.
неожиданно. Очень, ну, как бы приятно. Сначала неожиданно, потом приятно. И мы даже приехали домой, мы долго еще не могли, ну, представить, что, ну, есть настолько такое тепло, поддержка, она чувствуется везде.
We just want to say thank you so very much. It was so unexpected, and then such a wonderful kindness that we received at Texas Roadhouse that even for a while we were still talking about it when we got home, how it was just such an amazing feeling to be received that way by people who've never met us.
The family is living in Pelican Rapids on a temporary refugee visa that could last 18 months, potentially longer, depending on the status of that war. They say their next goal is to find work and get their children enrolled in school.
No more knock warrants in Minneapolis unless it's an extreme case, like a hostage situation. The mayor is issuing new orders for police officers to wait 20 seconds before entering a residence while serving a daytime warrant and 30 seconds for a nighttime searches.
The city's warrant policy came under scrutiny after a SWAT team shot and killed 22-year-old Amir Locke in early February. The Pennington County, Minnesota Sheriff's Office is investigating sexual assault claims involving a youth hockey team. The sheriff tells us the investigation is over claims of assault between players from the Jamestown Valley City Prowl Hockey Club when they played in Minnesota.
He says the county attorney sent the investigation back to them yesterday, requesting more evidence. We're getting a look at the damage done from a fire in Becker County that we told you about yesterday on the Valley Today. The fire started Sunday night at the American Legion Club in Lake Park.
Crews say the building has a significant amount of fire and smoke damage on one side of the building. There is no word yet this morning on a cause. Sunny weather and warmer temps have people starting to feel a little spring fever, and a local bike shop says they have the cure. After a 2-year-long battle with supply chain disruptions, now more people are trying to get on that bike to avoid those rising gas prices. So can those local shops keep up?
Valley Today's JC Dodd joins us live with what we can expect ahead of the spring rush. Good morning, JC.
Good morning, Phoenix. Jordan. Yes, many people are seeking out different options to relieve the pain that we're all feeling at the pump. And with these rising temperatures, the heat wave that Lisa's been telling us about, trading in 4 wheels for 2 is becoming a popular and now viable option. But like Phoenix said, are bike shops prepared for that? Well, they say they have been preparing. It's been a long 2 years of facing multiple supply chain disruptions, and it's hard to keep equipment and gear in stock. But right now, employees at Great Northern Bicycle Company, which is where I am, they say they're back on track and ready for that spring rush.
We're in pretty good shape right now. We were aggressive about buying bikes. We've got plenty of bikes in the store right now. We know that they won't be coming in as rapidly as we'd like them to throughout the season, so we did our best to bulk up early, and we've got quite a bit of product in stock.
Great Northern Bicycle Company employees tell me that they have over 1,000 bikes in the store right now, with 700 of those ready to roll out and hit the pavement any day. However, you do not want to wait. You want to get in and get your bike early if this is an option for you, because the longer you wait, the greater the chance you have of missing out on that gear or equipment because of those supply chain disruptions.
All right, thank you, JC. We're going to have to plan a bike shopping day here pretty soon then.
Sounds like a fun time, JC. Thank you. Now 6:56. Watch out for shrinkflation as prices go up for so many things we buy. Financial experts say a lot of companies are shrinking their products, making them just a little bit smaller to save some money. The size of packaged items is reduced, but the price will stay the same. A candy bar might be 1 ounce lighter, or that bag of chips might have a few taken out.
You're most likely to see shrinkflation in packaged consumer products like drinks and snacks, and things like cleaning and paper products like napkins and paper towels. A University of Minnesota economist said that the tricks for companies is to change just things a little bit at a time so people don't notice. He says shoppers who are price sensitive can can track changes by reading the unit price information, not just the retail price. Water main work is disrupting traffic in downtown Fargo area for the next 2 weeks. Eastbound traffic on 1st Avenue North is closed between 8th and 11th Streets.
Northbound traffic on 10th Street North in Fargo is down to 2 lanes between NP and 2nd Avenues. These projects are supposed to wrap up on Friday, March 25th. The Hotel Donaldson in downtown Fargo has a new owner. Jim Poolman, one of the owners of Blarney Stone, says he's excited to be a part of downtown Fargo.
The Donaldson was listed in an online commercial real estate website for nearly $4 million. Right now, the hotel is open. The popular Hodo Lounge has been closed since the summer of 2020. In schemes and ripoffs today, a warning about Xcel Energy scam. The Red River Regional Dispatch Center is getting reports from people who say callers are claiming to represent Xcel and telling them that electricity will be turned off if they don't pay their bill right away.
However, it is a scam. If you get a call like this, filing a police report is not necessary. Fargo police remind you to never share your personal information, your debit or credit card numbers, or wire money as a result of an unexpected or unsolicited call. North Dakota's Parks and Recreation Department is laying out plans for projects to improve state parks over the next 3 years, using nearly $16 million in federal coronavirus aid.
The spending comes in park systems that had a record year in 2021 with nearly 95,000 nights of camping. The Minnesota DNR is reminding people about the upcoming deadline to remove ice shelters from lakes in the northern third of the state. The deadline is midnight next Monday, March 21st.
The removal deadline for the Minnesota-Canada border waters is March 31st. A close call, all caught on camera. Quick thinking and great awareness from a couple of skiers in Colorado saved them when an avalanche happened. Take a look at that video. Skiers near Provo Canyon were simply seeing if that area had any unstable snow on the slope, and that's when the avalanche gets triggered.
The skier then slides over out of the way, but not before getting hit by some of that fast-moving snow in Utah. Avalanches are happening more often. 25 slides were reported over the weekend.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up on the Fargo CW. That's where you can find Lisa Green as she tracks some warming temperatures here in the Valley. Otherwise, have a great Tuesday. We'll see you here tomorrow.